Hello everyone, Avaris Paradox here, and welcome back to The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. So let's go ahead and continue our way into town.
Go.
Exactly. Go. Let's go at a nice little trot. Actually, let me put up my sword first.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Now, as you see on Geralt's back, he has two swords. The one with the V-shaped hilt is his silver sword, and it's good against monsters, whereas the straight-hilted one is his steel sword, and you use that for more of your mundane enemies, your bandits, your wolves, stuff like that. Now, if you look to the bottom left-hand side of the screen, I have water and bread. Bread, the foodstuffs in this game can be used to heal wounds, so since I took so much damage, I've been popping these every so often.
Come on, Roach.
But I'm going to stop here right quick and actually dismount and look around this village. And Roach will just go and do his own thing for the time being. But since this town's already been sacked by the moving conflict, I'm going to go ahead and move around these buildings and loot as much as I can. Let's see, I need... Now, the one thing I do have an issue with in this game so far is that your momentum carries with you a lot if you're sprinting. So as you'll notice, I was trying to just pick that berry, but my momentum kept carrying me past the bush itself. So this needs Ard. Now, certain items can be interacted with certain abilities, so this one can be blasted down with Ard. And while you're in Witcher Sense, if you hear... those items over there, or those little icons over there, are actually things that are making noise, and you can actually hear them better in Witcher Sense. So, there's a wolf over there somewhere. But let's blow down this door and take everyone's stuff. Because I'm just that good a guy. Alright. Now, there are still villagers in the area, but they really don't care that much that you're looting the place for some reason. And we'll move over here. Now, I can run now. I just have to hold X to do that. But I do want to make sure I do a nice, clean investigation of the area, so that way I get everything I can. Now, this does have an inventory system that eventually does cap out, so I do have to be careful with how much I'm carrying at a certain point. And there are wolves nearby. Yeah, the two of them are over there. Let's see if we can't go and fight them right quick. Yeah. Let's go be heroes. Come on, wolves. You know you want to fight me. One dead wolf. And another entry added to the bestiary. And it looks like the other one ran away. Yep, he ran. He all scared. He's scared and shit. Alright. Let's continue looting. Because chances are these people aren't going to need them anymore. There should be... Yep, there we go. Dead bodies. Is there anything else? Nope. Not unless there's herbs somewhere I'm not aware of. Now, if you look on the minimap, it does highlight the particular herbs you can pick, which is great, because I remember playing Dragon Age Inquisition back before they patched it, to where you could do the little sonar thing to find items in the area. And they added it so that they would pop up on the minimap too, which I thought was amazing. Because that game was so heavily resource dependent. Now, I can't talk to these people, but they don't typically have much to say. Like, this guy won't even talk to me at all. And the ones I do talk to typically have, like, a one-line answer to everything. It's usually like, go away or don't touch me, so... I usually just ignore them. Alright. Yeah, they'd, a lot of the townspeople will not like Witchers. They consider Witchers sort of like mutants. There's so many bad rumors surrounding Witchers due to the fact that they are different that a lot of them just won't even talk to you. Or they might just growl at you like that. I don't know. Some of them are just assholes like that. Alright, let's go ahead and pick that. See what else I can find and steal from these fine people. Stealing all of your herbs, all of your spices. Nothing over there. There is a door over here I can open, and I will. And something in this corner? Yes. Excellent. Orans. Now, Orans are the one of the currencies in this game. Since this game is sort of falling around a nation in war, or technically multiple nations at war, the currency changes from region to region, if I recall correctly. So, like, an Oran might not work in a different region that's held by a different monarch. But let's go ahead and call my horse. Come here, Roach. Let's follow Vesemir
Come on, Roach.
to glory and wenches.
That's it, Roach.
Now, I don't know why the horse is named Roach. Oh. Come on, Vesemir, you can do it. And cutscene.
We going? Help me! Help!
Ah, yes, the oft-hyped griffin.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Now, let me just say, that is a hell of a bowl cut. Like they just took a big baking bowl and stuck it on his head and cut around it. No. You don't owe us a thing, buddy.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
Karma and all
And
that
they
shit.
call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
You just want to drink, Vesemir. That's all you want to do. Doesn't look like there's anything true important in the area. So yeah, let's go to town. Or at least make our way toward town. Now, I like the fact that you can use a Witcher sense while mounted, so you can actually see items in the area immediate to you.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains,
Come on
sure,
now.
but here, near the
Go,
main
go.
road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard.
Come
And
on
we should
now.
leave as soon as we learn anything.
What's that down there? Is that just a sack of stuff? Looks like it. Sorry, taking all of your stuff. I hope you don't mind. Actually, let me talk to this, talk to this Niflgaardian soldier.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Why is... That's amazing. It's like they have to tell the world that K
Giddy up.
is like what in English. That's pretty amusing. For a minute, I thought that was like a serious typical error. Like they just forgot to put K. That's fucking hilarious. Alright, is there anything I can steal from this guardhouse? Let's go see. Well, I'll either steal something or get stabbed,
Discipline.
and
That is what you folk lack.
hail, stranger. I'm stealing your things. I hope you don't mind.
I have my eye on you, Nordling.
Nordling.
What do you want, wanderer?
The third one's just like I don't even know what to say. They took all the good lines. To glory. Yeah, let's see what's up here. Why not? More stuff to steal? Lots of more stuff to steal. Excuse me. Have to get past you. Okay. All the K.
Poor, dark, and putrid. Wish to enlist, Nordling?
No. Not even kind of. Alright, well, I think we stole most of the stuff we can get from them. This kid just throwing rocks at a boat? Weirdo. Let's try and not run over the kids.
What's wrong with me about Smithsburg? Lad went missing one day, so
Whoa there, Roach.
started poking him arsehole. When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it were. Except it was some drowner that had sapped on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? Seemed like they could have sewed his head back on. Word is, they laid his corpse to rest. Hush, hush, and quick.
I like listening to the little flavor text of the people around town, because sometimes you can learn some pretty interesting stuff as far as the location of possible side objectives or side quests. So, those two ladies were just talking about how a Witcher was falsely accused of hurting some kid or killing some kid, and they cut off his head and buried him in some random crypt, so that might come into play later. Alright. Nope, cutscene. Yay, cutscene. I do apologize for the load times.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
drink with Weaver Lost freaks.
Somebody wants to get stabbed in the throat.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Winches. Many winches, but no. We're looking for a woman.
Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Let's see. Place is pretty busy.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. And it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Let's see, is there a contract on that griffin?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Let's see, what you got?
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Now, let's see. This is my inventory? Trying to figure that out. I think this is... Okay, yeah, this is my inventory on the left-hand side. So on the right-hand side, these items right here are Gwent cards. And that's a little card game, mini game that's in this. So I'll actually be able to show you the tutorial fight for that in this bar. But let's see what kind of stuff you have. I've eaten most of my bread. So buying some bread probably wouldn't hurt. How much does it cost? Okay, so 5 bread is 25. And I have how much gold? Okay, yeah, that's not bad at all. I will buy that. And that's pretty much all I want right now. Alright, thanks for everything.
For everything.
Well, let's go question the locals.
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Don't say.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Oh, Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
Huh. That's interesting.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Someone really wants to get stabbed in the face. But we're gonna try and do the nice thing first.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray? No one here'll talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
You're about to die, Micah. So we're gonna play some mind games and make you answer my question.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh, and I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Put them in their place. Alright, I think we're done with them. So, let's see. That's the innkeep.
There are 4 factions.
Here's the Gwent tutorial guy.
Suits, similar to clubs and spades. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Haha, science bomb.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
I'm sorry, what?
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Alright. And why are you here exactly?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Okay. That doesn't really sound like a great idea, considering you're a scholar on a battlefield. Let's see. I'm not gonna encourage him into this. I'm gonna tell him like it is.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend. No tenure to gain. End notes to compile. First soldier you see will kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots.
True story, bro. Alright. Did the war make it to Novigrad? Novigrad, my bad. I can't spell words today.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
Mm-hmm. The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
I think we've learned all we can from him, but we're gonna go through the Gwent tutorial as well.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alrighty then.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Okay. So, in Gwent you have different cards. You have cards that are specified as melee, ranged, and... Let's see. Melee, ranged, and assault. Like, your melee are going to be your footmen, your pikemen. Your ranged are going to be your mages and your archers. And you have assault, which are usually like trebuchets, stuff like that. Assault weaponry. And then you have different different weather cards that will affect the way a particular line of units will interact with in the game. So it's actually easier for me to just show you. So I'm going to add, I think I can add these guys. Yeah, I can, okay. Add them to my game and start the game, and I'll just show you what it's like. So my opponent will go first. And it looks like he didn't choose to do anything. So we have two weather cards, and two melee cards. Let's see. We have plenty of footmen, 2 weather cards, a couple of assault cards. But let me show you what the weather cards do. So this one affects all ranged combat cards. So all ranged cards will be reduced to 1 for both players. So it'll basically neutralize our ranged people and make them only do 1 damage. Same with this one. This one removes all weather from the field. So like if I put this down or he puts down a weather card and I use this, it will clear that weather and make it so that I can attack. Now Gwent's kind of interesting because basically you want to hold on to your best cards for as long as possible. So I'm going to use the Footman. I'm going to select the Footman to... And I don't want to put back too much, so I'll put this guy away. Oh, that's right. That was the card select, not the start of the game. So he's going to go first. He's going to put down a cavalry, and that's in the melee slot. So I'm going to put down something to directly counter it as much as I can. So I'm going to put down this guy. Now it's my opponent's turn. Now he currently has a stronger army, because basically the more of the number that's in the top left-hand corner of the screen added together is the stronger your army. So I'm going to use this guy, because that'll put me at 5. And a lot of these cards are actually based off of characters from the Witcher franchise as well. And he just put down a ranged. So I'm going to use the Fog card, which is going to also neuter my ability to do ranged, but it's also going to basically make his or any more ranged he puts down relatively useless. I'm going to put down a siege engine, which will bring me up to 11. He's just going really, really heavy on that ranged. I'll put down this guy as well. He's another siege unit. And he also helps other siege cards on the field, so it boosted that from 6 to 7. And he is at 12, I am at 13. So I will put down... Looks like all I have left is ranged, which my range is neutered right now. So I'll put down another melee card. This basically goes until we both run out of cards. Let's see. I guess more melee, because I don't really want to use a card that gets rid of weather effects, because right now most of his army is ranged. I don't want to use her. So what that did is put that card on his side, but it has an effect. Let me show you what that is. I can zoom. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Alright. So this guy gets put on their field, places on your opponent's battlefield, counts toward the opponent's total, and then draw 2 cards. I get to draw 2 cards from my deck. So basically, I gave him a card, but it counts toward the total number of cards he can have on his field. So basically, it's going to limit him in the long run. I will put down... Yeah, why not? Let's put down this first, and then I'll add another siege expert on the next turn, which will make both of my siege engines A8s. Or 8, should I say. I play way too much Magic. And we'll put down this guy. And now we have... Oh, I guess they have to be... Yeah, they're both 8/8s, and both my siege experts are now 2/2. So I'm going to pass because I want to hold on to my last 2 cards. Can I pass? Oh, I have to hold to pass. I won the round. Yay for me. Now that goes into 2 rounds. So basically, you want to hold on to as many powerful cards as you can. Alright, what weather effect did we get? Torrential Rain set the strength of all siege combat cards to 1 for both players. I'm going to hold on to that for the time being and put her on the field. And that should give me a little bit more power. Oh, and he did the same thing I did in the last game. But downside to that is I have a card that clears up that weather. My opponent passed, and I'm going to pass as well and see if maybe I'll just win the game outright. And I won the round, so Now, winning a game of Gwent will usually award you with a new card from the person you beat. So
Well.
let's see what I got.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
So that was basically the overview for Gwent. And I got the Zoltan Chevet card. So I'll take a look at that a little bit later. So if you all want me to play more Gwent on recording, just let me know. Because it is a fun little game, but if you guys don't want to see more of that, then I won't. I'll make sure to do that in my off-screen time. There's really nothing I can do in here. Let me go talk to... Actually, let me talk to the last guy who's actually useful.
Looking
I like
for
this
a
guy.
woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
I like this guy. Fine, I'll have a drink,
Fine,
yes.
I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
I love that reaction.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Nilfgaardian Lemon. It's a new drink. How do you know
How
Yen?
do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Now, the Butcher of Blaviken and how he earned that title, I think they're going to explain that a little bit later. But basically, it involves Geralt making a promise and then following up on that promise. But I'm going to leave the details a little bit blank for the time being, just in case they actually do go into it later. Where's Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Ooh, of course it's about love? Question mark?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
You mean the garrison I just robbed?
We men
That's
of the road
convenient.
must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Because nothing screams foreshadowing like that comment. Alright, so let's go talk to Vesemir right quick before we go outside and try and talk to this guard outpost.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
That's pretty much all I can get out of him.
See you later, Vesemir.
Alright, let's go ahead and go outside and head toward that guard outpost. See if we can't get any more information on Yen. Actually, can I actually interact with anything here? Aside from the door? I didn't even bother last time to actually check and see what I can interact with. There could be things I can steal. Perish the thought. Can I climb up into this attic? Can I steal things in your attic? Apparently not. I can't climb that ladder. That's actually a little bit disappointing. Oh well. Well, I don't need anything else from her, so let's head outside.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
I like that
Better round
response.
up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Jesus, that horse is freaking out. Get away from me, horse. You're not helping. Ow.
Let's end this.
Yeah. Beat up everybody. Jesus. My timing is way off. There we go. Punched him in the face. And they're down. Well, that was mildly amusing. Can I loot them? Can I loot their bodies like chicken? Oh, that's no fun. Ooh, what's this over here? I like free stuff.
The lad was missing one day, so folk nabbed a witch was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
And just swagger away like a badass.
Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? They could have sewed his head back on. Word is they laid his corpse to rest.
Look at that weather. I love it.